Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Funda family. In this video, I will solve two interesting examples based on signals. Before I start with my solution, I want you to try those questions first. Later you can check for the solution in this video itself. So this is question number 1. Freeze the video and try it by your own. And this is question number 2. I hope you might have tried all those questions. Now let me explain solution of question 1. See here in question 1, we need to show that delta of n means impulse signal that is equals to u of n minus u of n minus 1. First of all, one should know, see u of n, that is unit step signal in discrete domain. Right, here in bracket we have n means this is discrete unit step signal. So first of all, let me plot u of n. See, u of n means here we will be having value 1 if n is greater than or equal to 0, and it will be 0 if n is less than 0. So if you observe here horizontally, we have n, and for n is greater than or equal to 0, it is having value that is 1, right? So here there will be sample value that is 1. At n is equals to 1 also there will be 1. At n is equals to 2 also there will be 1. So for n is greater than or equal to 0, there will be value 1. If you talk about u of n minus 1, then with u of n minus 1, you will be observing it is having value 1 provided we have n that is greater than or equal to 1. Means for n greater than or equal to 1, it is having value 1, and if n is less than 1 at the time, its value is 0. So at n is equals to 0, it will be having 0. And see, if it is having n that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, then it is having impulses over here which is having value 1, right? So if you calculate the value, that is u of n minus u of n minus 1, then in that case, see this minus this that we need to do. So here all these samples that is getting cancelled. Only we will be having sample at n is equals to 0, that is 1. Means that is impulse signal, right, at n is equals to 0. So that is how one can prove that delta of n, that is u of n minus u of n minus 1, and that is true for discrete signal only, right? Now let me solve question number 2. See here in question 2, we need to show that the product of two even signals or two odd signals is an even signal, while the product of an even signal and an odd signal is an odd signal. So first of all, one should know what is even signal. Let me explain. See, for even signal, x of n, that will be equals to x of minus n. So if you have even signal x of n, then that will be equals to x of minus n, right? And if you talk about odd signal, then y of n, that will be equals to minus of y of minus n, right? So that is how basic definition is there with even and odd signal. Now let me explain product of two even signal. See here I'll be performing product of two even signal. Here we are considering x of n, that is even signal, right? So that I'll be multiplying with x of minus n, that is also even signal, right? So here you will be observing this product that has to be even signal. So x of n is equals to x of minus n, means this will be x square of n, right? So as per even signal definition, one can say this is x square of n. So that is even signal, right? Square of even signal will be even signal only, right? So this is even signal. Now let me explain product of two odd signals. See, when you talk about product of two odd signals, so here we are considering y of n, that is odd signal, right? So y of n, that is odd signal. So but obviously y of minus n, that will be also odd signal. So here y of minus n, that is what I multiply with this y of n. And as per the definition of odd signal, y of n is minus of y of minus n. So one can say this will be minus of y of n whole square. So one should know y of n whole square, that is even signal. And here we have minus sign, means this will be even signal only, right? The reason is, see, square of even signal, that will be even signal. Square of odd signal should be also even signal. Let me explain this graphically. So for that, let me show one analogy over here. See here, what I'll do is I'll be plotting even signal so that it will be bit more clear. So here, if I talk about even signal, then it will be appearing like this. If I say we have two samples, then see, with respect to center axis vertically, there will be symmetricity, right? Means x of n is equals to x of minus n. So if you fold this with respect to 0 over here with respect to n, then it will be same. So this is even signal, right? Now if you do squaring of this, then you will be having square of this amplitude, so that will be even. But if you talk about odd signal, then with odd signal, see, if I say here we have positive amplitude, then over here there will be equal and negative amplitude. So one can say y of n is equals to minus of y of minus n. So this is odd signal, right? Now here, if you perform squaring of this, then what will happen? Then this negative amplitude, that will become positive, and that will be having same amplitude of this, right? So here we have multiplied these two odd signals, and that is y of n square and minus. So y of n square, that will become even signal, right? And even signal multiplied by minus sign will be also even signal only, right? Like if you have this even signal, if you multiply minus with this, then there will be negative amplitude, but it will be even. So this multiplication, that is also even signal. Now let me explain product of even and odd signal. So here I will multiply x of n, that is even signal, with y of n, that is odd signal, right? So x of n, that is x of minus n, and y of n, that is y of minus n with negative sign. So here there will be negative sign, and y of minus n. So this multiplication, that will be odd signal only, right? This will be odd signal only. Like you see, if I place x of n is equals to x of minus n over here, and if I keep y of n as it is, then here you can observe with this we have negative symmetricity, right? With this multiplication we have negative symmetricity. Like here with odd signal we have negative symmetricity. That's why even and odd signal multiplication, that will be always odd signal, right? So always remember this, even into even, that will be even, odd into odd, that will be even, and even into odd, that will be odd signal, right? See, in this video lecture series of DSP, I will not solve many questions based on signals. To understand examples based on signals, you should go through my video lecture series of signals and systems, in which I have solved more than 20 questions. In this video lecture series, I'll focus more in digital signal processing. So I'll be solving less questions based on signals and systems. To understand problems based on signals and systems, you should go through my video lecture series of signals and system. I hope you have understood basics of even and odd multiplication, as well as I have solved one more question over here that is based on representation of impulse signal based on unit step. And still, if you have any confusion, just place that in comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video.